Hello, this is Scott and this is a Hype Report. Today's report is sponsored by the free book Ramblings of a Madman. Here are the quotes for various items. First, scramble. Deutsche Bank has 54.7 trillion euros in derivatives, which is 20 times Germany's GDP of 2.7 trillion euros. To raise badly needed capital, Deutsche Bank is preparing to raise 8 billion euros through new shares at up to a 30% discount by the end of June. Something tells me that this is not going to go very well. Of course, the top 5 US banks hold over $290 trillion in derivatives, which is 18.5 times the US GDP of $15.7 trillion. Next, full-blown currency wars. According to WMK, the West is going to be impoverished when the US dollar collapses. The mainstream media will not report the truth about how other central banks print like crazy to keep their currencies on par with the dollar. In addition, all this could easily culminate in a major conflict and possibly even World War III. He goes on to say that it is like a situation where there are a lot of fingers in the dike and you just don't know which one finger being removed might cause the dike to give way. Next, madder than hell. Obama, who ordered access to veterans' memorials be blocked on the first day of a government shutdown, who oversaw cost of living cuts for veterans, is reportedly madder than hell about the VA scandal? Perhaps only because it is now a scandal involving his administration. Next, high school seniors. According to a report by the National Center for Education Statistics, less than 40% of high school seniors in America have sufficient academic skills in math and reading to pass entry-level college courses. With that said, if they have a pulse on a college loan, colleges will welcome them with open arms. Next, armed USDA. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is set to purchase an unknown quantity of submachine guns. In fact, they want guns with a 30-round capacity. Of course, they will likely practice using hollow point bullets on targets of children and pregnant women. Who could have thought that raw milk was that deadly? Next, fluoride. About 60,000 households in Florida rejected spending $800,000 to poison or fluoridate their water supply. Even Dallas, Texas is considering stopping the 5-decade-long scheme. People are either waking up to the fluoride, which was used by Nazis in concentration camps, or the economics are forcing people to make better decisions. Either way, this is a good thing. Finally, please prepare now for the escalating economic and social unrest. Good day.